Hello and welcome to Drag Me to Hull. It's the start of a new season. I know what you're thinking. Wow, it's only been like 3 or 4 days since the last one at the end of the season. I have been hitting the transfer window hard over the weekend. Let me tell you, if you're watching this in the future and like a big run through of all the episodes, then you didn't notice at all, but it was a couple of seconds for you, in fact. Unless you stopped to make a cup of tea. Then we've got you. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. We're starting on the finance page because least spoilers here. No spoilers at all here. And also I thought I'd show you that there's no money left. So that's why we're starting the first episode of the season on the 19th of August rather than the transfer deadline day. As far as I know, my business is done. Disregarding any huge offers for anybody, I'm not planning on any more business. My squad I'm very happy with. Could be a little more depth, but we have no money, so that's not going to happen, is it? So without further ado, let's get into the transfers that have happened. Let's start with the outs, and shut up dog. Shut up dog. Shut up. It's not my dog. It's the neighbour's dog. First up, Adam McGregor, retired. He's the under-18s assistant manager now. Matthew Debussy, 100,000 to Brighton. Sure he'll be a brilliant player for Brighton. Sam Clucas has gone to Leeds. Curtis Davis, 7.5 thousand. Now this is a sad one. Remember last season, a couple episodes into last season, I said Vandro's got some horrible illness, disease, injury, and he's out for the rest of the season, and it's probably never going to play again. Well, he's gone to Brentford for £1 million, so yeah, he's not. Montillo! He left on a free. He's now playing for Lanús. Daniel Batty. I don't know if you ever saw Daniel Batty. He's gone. Oh, Lasana. Lasana Diarra. The less said, the better. He plays for Aris now, wherever that is. Ellis Barkworth. This is him. Ben Hinchcliffe. Plays for Carlisle now. Mason Wilson Riney. He's gone. Again, another one just gone out the door. Max Clark. It's gone. Plays for Portsmouth now. Brendan Fleming. Billy Chadwick. Josh Thacker. Now a couple of loans. Greg Ollie has been loaned to Motherwell for the season. Jared Boeing is somebody who might have a bit of a career here. He's versatile, can play as the striker, behind the striker, along some wings. Still only 21. He's on loan at Reading, who is one of my favourite clubs to loan to because of the training facilities. Them and Burton, very good championship sides to loan to. Paul Latham, he's on loan at Guiseley. Martin Biggs, on loan at Boreham Wood. Now we get to the actual money. Will Keane has been sold for £750,000 to Reading. I'm sure we'll always remember in the first season, him and Leigh Griffiths forming a partnership where Leigh Griffiths scored all the goal and Will Keane scored 4 wonder goals, and that was about it. Mr. Two-Footed Lunge himself, Claudio Jacob, sold for, was it 3.2 mil? I think it's 3.2 mil I sold him for, to Espanyol. Yeah. Well, I wanted to get a better player who didn't get 3 red cards, because that was stupid. And lastly, £5.25 million to Hertha Berlin. It's Marcus Henriksen. He's a decent player, to be fair. He's probably the one. If I could have, I would have kept him round as a backup, but he didn't want to be a backup. He wants to play football. He's a key player at Hertha, so good on him. I hope his career flourishes there, because he has got some decent stats across the board, actually. Yeah. Let's move on to the ins, and I'm excited. Ooh, excited. First up, a right back, arriving for 6 million, possibly rising to 7.5. It's John Flanagan from Liverpool. Was on loan somewhere last season, I believe. Maybe, possibly. He could have been playing there. I didn't really pay that much attention. I never really do. But he's come in to compete with Joel Ward for the right back spot. You'll probably agree, a much better player than Matthew Debussy. At 25, yes, he's got injury problems here and there, but he's here to be rotating. I promised him a key player role. He's doing his thing. Him and Joel Ward will fight all season for that right back spot, and he can fill in at left back if we need him to. 5.25 million. It's for Kundo Kalidio. Facundo Calidio. He's 18 years old. He's a bit of a beast. You probably know him as one of the Wonder Kids from FM17. And I've been interested in him a few years, and he managed to get a work permit, and it was like 5.25 million release clause. I needed another striker to go with Leigh Griffiths. Here he is. Yeah, he's probably going to be starting a lot more games than he thought. We'll get into that. 11.25 million. It's Emre Mor from Borussia Dortmund. Well, he was transfer listed by request, and I snuck in there ahead of a couple of clubs, the big clubs, and I think we've got a real gem in our hands here. Probably be playing mainly as a trequartista, but can fill in anywhere behind the striker in those three slots, or even as the striker if we really run out of options. But yes, 11.25 million. He's in. He's 21. He's still got a lot to do to grow into, and I think he can do it. I think he can. Mauricio Lemos for 7.5 mil, rising to 10 mil. It's Mauricio Lemos, the man known as Michael Lemon. That could actually become his nickname. We'll see what happens. He's in. He's here to be the next big centre-back at the club after Curtis Davis has left. Him, Harry Maguire, and Johnny Evans and Michael Keane. That's the 4 centre-backs for the season. This guy, though, I think you'll probably know him as well as a FM17 wonder kid. Here he is. He's pretty good. He can be a ball-playing defender. He can be anything you want at the back. Physical's very good. All round, just pretty superb, actually. First touch needs a bit of work, but other than that, I think he's solid. Mahmoud Dahoud. It's Mahmoud Dahoud. He's Mahmoud Dahoud. I can't stop saying it. It's really fun to say. This is Mahmoud Dahoud. Was linked with Bayern Munich, but I got him. Do you know how? His contract ran out at Borussia Mönchengladbach, so I got him on a free transfer. £66,000 a week. He's already worth 18.75 million. I can see why. Needs to work on a few little bits and bobs here, but I'm planning on using him as a box-to-box midfielder. He'll grow into the role, I'm sure. Get a bit of strength, bit of balance, bit of bravery, bit of positioning and tackling about him. Even if he doesn't do that, he can play with the trequartista behind the striker if we need to be. He's just a solid midfielder all round. So yeah, very happy to get this guy on a free. Guess who's back again. Alfred's back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess it's Alfred the Recycler. He's back. I'm so happy. 1.5 million rising to 4 million. Alfred the Recycler is here to be the ball-winning midfielder that we've missed. Well, Aya's done a really good job since coming in, but he's got a couple of cards and a few injuries, so he missed a few games where Claudio Jacob had to play, but no longer. Alfred and Aya, they're competing, and we all know what Alfred can do. Highest average rating in that first season where we avoided relegation by finishing 7th. What a player he is. Just a beast. Just an absolute beast. A workhorse. He just wants that ball. He'll take it back. He'll recycle it. That's why he's Alfred the Recycler. That's why he's back. And there was something very funny in the social feed where it said, one of the, I think it's Villarreal fans said, "Oh no, I just got Alfred the Recycler put on the back of my shirt for the season. What do I do now?" Bloody idiot, isn't he? Because I've recycled him. Recycle your shirt, mate. Alfred knows how. Alfred, he's back. And lastly, it's Emir Cawadio. Something like that. He's Ivorian. He's from the Ivory Coast. He's a striker. He's 17 years old, and I think you'll agree, he looks like a bit of a prospect, doesn't he? He's got 17 teamwork. He can work in a front two. He can work on his own. From Crotone, there was offers from Lazio and stuff, and this was at the point I had no money left. Now, this has never worked for me before, and I don't think it will ever work again. But I went to the board and said, I think buying this guy will mean a bit of business. And they went, yeah, you know what? It will, actually. And they bought him for me. I've never had that with a board before. Like, they gave me no money, but they're very happy to spend it, the money that we don't have on this guy. So, well, hey, and it's even more important considering at the moment he's second choice striker. What? You're asking what? Yeah, let's talk about things. So here is the team that lined up for the first game of the season that's already happened. That was against Leicester. We'll get into that as well. You can see at the bottom here though, Aya is still suspended from last season, so he's out. Gnabry, he's out for 6 to 7 weeks, and a hip injury. Oh, yes. Wonderful. It's been a good pre-season. Gets even better. Gonzalo Martinez is back in about 3 days, so his twisted knee's fine. He'll be back. Oh, this hurts though. Leigh Griffiths. 3 to 4 months. He broke his leg. He broke his bloody leg, which means Kalido's first choice, Amy, as we're going to call him from now, is second choice. Where are you, Leigh? He's the bloody... He's the boss. He's the big boss. Although Kalido did score in the first match. As did Emre Moore. You're thinking, 2 goals from the 2 new signings. That must have gone well. Well, bloody good for the neutrals, but for me it was less so. It was 4-2 to Leicester. It was away, so 2 goals away at Leicester. King Power Stadium. They've really improved their squad of Leicester. I think might have underestimated the league again, but I'm hoping this year we want European, whether it's through a cup or through a league finish. I'd like to have a good run in a cup, so I might go hard on the EFL Cup as well, because we don't really have a second choice squad. All the players we have are competing for first team places week in, week out, and as you probably saw, we don't have a huge amount of backups, so the injuries will hit us hard. But I want a cup and I want a high league position, better than 10th, because mid-table obscurity, it's obscure. What else can I say? Alright, so here's the team that starts today. It's the exact same sort of thing we played last season. Control, fluid, retain possession, work ball into box, look for the overlap and stay on your feet. Jakupovic. Oh yeah, we didn't buy another goalkeeper. Jakupovic. I trust in the big Yak. In fact, let's do that right now. The big Yak. Spelled like that. The big Yak. It's a silent J that turns into a Y. Anyway, he starts in goal. Tagliafico starts at left back. Timon had a run out last time. He does want more first team football, but he got a bit of a 6.4 against bloody fucking Leicester. So, yeah, Michael Keane and Johnny Evans start. Although Evans is fighting for his place because he didn't have the best of games. Lemos came on later on. Flanagan starts today as Joel Ward and Flanagan compete for that place. Flanagan starts today. Joel Ward started last time. Alfred the Recycler in, as Aya is still suspended. Dahoud starts in box-to-box role, so he can try and get used to that. Mason is always available if needs be. The 3 behind the striker are Druisi, who can play as a striker as well, if we need him to. I forgot to mention that. Druisi, Emre Moore is the trequartista, and Pavon is here as the advanced playmaker attack on the right. Kalido up front on his own today. Hoping to add to his 1 goal from 1 game. Let's see what happens. Right, guys, here we go. Show me what you can do, you fuckers. Yeah? Believe in you, you fuckers. That's exactly what I'll be like in the dressing room. Just fucking come on, you cunts. I believe the personalities in the dressing room are pretty good these days. Drivens and resolutes everywhere. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Due to all the transfers, only short match highlights today. Or is he going to lump it forward? A bit of both. Flanagan heads it on to Pavon. Pavon, moving, slowly, waiting, biding his more, by the way. Druisi out on the left-hand side again. Can he get across in this time? He does. Pavon's there. Pavon with the goal. 1-0. Brilliant move. Love it. That's what the kind of football we love to see. I won't lie, I was actually a bit nervous coming to this game. I saw in the first game of the season, Derby absolutely thumped Bournemouth 5-0. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from this Derby side. But that's brilliant movement. And Pavon with a header at the end of it. I mean, never seen the likes of it. That was brilliant from Dahoud Mahmoud. The dude, Mahmoud Dahoud. Oh, Alfred. Oh, Alfred. Oh, I've told him to calm down at half time as well. Oh, Alfred. Oh, this isn't the... Oh, Alfred. Oh, Alfred. I've told him to calm down. He's just fucked everything up. Well, I'm going to blow the whistle now. And we've won. 3 points. 10 men. Not bad. Well done, everyone. Alfred. No. No. That's a bad Alfred. Good job, Pavon. Motivated, inspired for different reasons. Anyway, we've won. So that was Derby County and transfers. What an episode it's been. Thrilling, I'm sure you'll agree. Where shall we meet back next? Oh, I don't know. October? Sometime in October. Somewhere between Everton and Newcastle. Those seem like winnable games. Man City just bought Thomas Lemar for £103 million. Who knows? We might have another EFL Cup game by then, because I'm hoping to really push on in this competition this year. Europa League football from what used to be the Carling Cup. Advertising stuff. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and shit.